Hey, welcome to Growth Wave. Today we are diving into an essential topic. Wisdom is a person. As Christian, we recognize that growing in wisdom isn't the same as growing in knowledge. It's not about expanding our minds or learning new things. For a Christian, wisdom is something far more intricate and intimate. Wisdom for Christian is a person, the Son of God, Jesus, came into the world to reveal who God is, who we are, and and how we should live. Pastor and author Daniel Groth puts it well. He says this: wisdom is not to be confused with our present day fascination with positive tips and life hacks and 5-step strategies for learning how to navigate life more successfully. Wisdom is more specific. Wisdom wisdom is found as we worship Jesus, the Word of God made flesh. So, growing in wisdom, therefore, looks less like studying for a doctorate and more like falling in love. It's less about applying our minds to learning and more about applying our whole lives to loving. So Jesus is the source of wisdom. And as we grow deeper in our relationship with Him, we find ourselves growing in wisdom as a consequence. So in today's passage, Matthew chapter 7, verse 24 to 27, Jesus says this: everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. Verse 25, and the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat on that house. But it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. Verse 26. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who builds his house on the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. We see Jesus inviting us into the way of wisdom. He clearly states that walking with Him isn't only about listening, but also about putting His words into practice. If we do this, we'll be like a wise person who has built their life on a rock, providing a secure foundation to withstand life's storms and trials. Conversely, if you ignore or merely contemplate His words without letting them transform our lives, transform your lives, we will be like those who build on sand. When challenges come, we'll struggle to stay grounded. Jesus is calling you to whole life discipleship. This is a way of growing in our relationship with Him that not only expands our minds, but also overflows into our hearts, our hands, and our entire lives. Following Jesus should lead us to a transformed lifestyle, a life of love that actively practices His teachings. As Jesus walked the earth, He taught and acted as wisdom personified. His wisdom was so profound that people asked this: what is this wisdom that has been given to Him? You see, the more we grow in our relationship with Jesus, the more we too walk in the way of wisdom. And our lives will also evoke this question: what's this wisdom that has been given to him or to her? In growing in wisdom, if growing in wisdom looks like worshiping Jesus, how can you develop a posture of worship in your everyday life? This could mean, listening to worship music on your commute, or starting your day with the Lord's Prayer or a powerful psalm. Take a moment to choose one simple act of worship that could incorporate into your week and give it a try. Why not start now? Why not start today? Thank you for joining us today on Growth Wave. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. We appreciate your feedback, and we look forward to growing together in wisdom, one wave at a time.